guys, welcome back to another video of Hannah's Home Created. So today you guys, I'm going to be doing a compilation of what I eat in a day. You can't see my quotation marks that I'm making behind the camera screen, but that's what I'm doing just because I'm showing you the meals over several days, but kind of what I do for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I hope this inspires you. So yes, I'm going to be showing you that I have some soaked oats that I put in the pot. I'm going to fill it with water once the water finishes filtering. I have some not frozen blueberries, some fresh blueberries, banana, cinnamon, dark brown sugar. I like the molasses content in this. And then also some real salt. And for those who can't do dairy at the moment, some coconut milk full fat. Alright, so that's what I'm doing at this moment, and I'm going to go ahead and make that, show you the end result, but this is what I'm having for breakfast Sunday morning. Alright you guys, so I have my bowl of oats here, and it has bananas, blueberries, brown sugar, cinnamon, coconut milk with full fat coconut milk with only one ingredient, and also purified water and a little bit of that Redmond real salt, just a pinch. So I'm super excited to eat this, and it's going to be super delicious. Alright you guys, so I just finished making our lunches. So I have some, oh, this must be rice. I gotta throw that right in the trash, but I have some leftover barbecue chicken meat, ground barbecue chicken meat that I made from yesterday. I put that on top of white rice with a little bit of duck fat and our side salads. And then I have leftover rice and from dinner last night, and this curry chicken that I made like 3 nights ago, I believe. I hope it's still good. But this is my mom. This is the leftover from my mom, and let me see here. She will let me know if this is still not good, so we'll see. But leftover meat, put that on top of rice, and served hers with the side salad as well. So we have 2 side salads and this curry type of meat I made, like I said, that many nights ago, and also some homemade balsamic dressing. I'm giving it a good shake to get all that honey incorporated together. If you guys want a recipe video for this, let me know. Actually, I'll just let you know what it is now. It is olive oil, balsamic, vinegar, raw honey, local raw honey, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and I feel like I'm missing something. I think that might be all. Yeah, I think that might be all. And super delicious. Oh, and some Italian seasoning, some really good organic herbs. You can do fresh, which will be even better. Give it a good shake, and you have a homemade dressing. Salads are topped with cucumber, red onion, and some grape tomatoes. So lunch is looking delicious. I'm about to prepare the salads for tomorrow, and I have my eggs boiling right there. So we're looking good right now. I melted some duck fat and some coconut oil, and I tossed my sweet potato fries that I just chopped up sweet potatoes into like fry shape, and I added garlic powder. Barely had any of that, so I just put the garlic pieces, the minced garlic. I added some nettle, I added some paprika, I added some what else? Oregano, Italian seasoning, paprika, and I just tossed it in the duck fat and olive oil blend and to make little fries. So I just have 2 separate things of fries here. And on parchment paper, here's the thing also about the fries. So, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. If I remember it, hopefully I remember it. But anywho, these are really good, and they're just super tasty. Like I said, I didn't have the garlic powder, so I just used some minced garlic. You guys know are the ones that come in the jar. I found a healthy brand, but I just sprinkled some of that and I tossed them. These are so good. I have some eggs boiling right here. I have a technique, you guys, that I use on my eggs that make them taste super good and not overcooked. They're just perfectly creamy in the inside, and they taste amazing. So I'm just going to put the sweet potato fries in the oven, and then I'm going to make side salad. So the carb is going to be the fries. Oh, the nettle, thank you Lord. So for the nettle, the reason I put this, normally you don't have to put that in your recipe, fry recipe. I'm doing it for me because I'm trying to work on something naturally. So I'm just trying to put nettle in almost anything I can put it in and kind of get away with it. I mean, I still might taste that earthy, greeny taste, but it's not hurting me. I'm pairing this with the salad, so I don't notice too much of a difference. But these are my fries. This is going to be used for some of the ramen that I make later on, but right now it's lunchtime, so I just have the sweet potato fries and then also my thing of water to drink. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in the oven at 375, toss them like every 15 minutes. I do it like once or twice and let them cook until they're like perfectly crispy. Make sure you put enough oil and stuff on them. It really helps. So we're gonna go ahead and try to work this out and eat them. So stay tuned for the finished result. Alright you guys, so I just finished making lunch. So I have a salad mixed with leftover kale, lettuces and kales that needed to be used up. And so I have red onion, the kale mixtures, lettuce blend, a little bit of red onion, and the sweet potato fries that I was telling you about. And then I have 2 eggs. I didn't dice them up yet, guys. I'll do that later. And then I also just made a quick honey mustard dressing. Let me put this here, you guys. This is my mom's plate. I made a quick honey mustard dressing right in the jar. And so that was super easy to make, and it's just super flavorful and delicious. And you can just spoon that right on top of your meal. The kitchen is a mess. I gotta clean it up again. And then tonight I'm gonna be making ramen with like sausage and veggies, and you can put miso in it, garlic, ginger. What else can you put in it? A bunch of other healthy things in there. Garlic. I'm gonna be putting also broccoli, green pepper, onion, mushroom. It's gonna be super delicious with noodles. If anyone has ever had ramen, you already know. And then also I'm going to be putting in like some eggs, chop those in half and put them in like the bowl with the hot soup. So good. The next thing I want to buy are some ramen bowls, and then also some spoons. My mom mentioned the bowls, and I was like, because I was thinking about getting the spoons after I had ramen that one night, just the spoons, but then she said the bowls, and I'm like, sounds better to have the specific bowls that go with the ramen. So that's what I'm gonna do. Super excited. But that is lunch. So that is another lunch idea. If you don't want to do meat, you have a protein source from the egg, and then also a fat source from the egg, I'm sure, as well, and the yolk. Then you also have your carb through your sweet potato if you don't want to do rice or anything heavy. And then you have your fiber and your green with the salad. So that's a healthy non-meat option. Although I do love meat, I don't like to have it all the time. So that's what that is. Enjoy, you guys, and I'll show you guys the next meal. You guys can't really see it, but I'm just going to try to lift it a little. But underneath we have these chickpea flour tortillas. We also have some ground beef like I showed. Then we also have some guacamole that I had made. The guacamole is made with lemon juice, salt, pepper, and red onion. And then we also have some ground beef that was seasoned with a mild taco seasoning from Siete brand. Also some protein greens. These are like little protein super greens. And some salsa verde. And I just served 2 on each plate. So you're welcome, Mom. So these are salsa verde beef tacos. Alright, you guys, so my mom and I just finished a workout. But I just want to show you guys my lunch. Now, this is not really, when you really think about it, it's not really a lunch, but it would be. I was supposed to make a salad, and I have pickles on the side of this, a fermented veggie. But you know what? It is what it is. So I'm just going to show you guys what I have right now. I have some pizza dough that my mom made, and what she did was she just made the pizza dough. I went ahead and put it on like a little pizza dish, and I flattened it out. I put a drizzle of coconut oil, just a little bit, because olive oil extra virgin can be toxic when heated. So I just did a little bit of coconut oil on there, put some of that chopped minced garlic on there, sprinkled it with herbs. You can also put salt and pepper on it. I didn't. I'm like, guys, sorry, that worked out. So I didn't do that just because I'm like, you know what, why, like, no, it's good. I'm tired. Work is just, it's just, God, all I can say is just, God, please help. But that's where the pickles came from. But you can replace this with like a side salad, and I'm only going to eat a half of this just because I don't want all that bread in my system. And I'm going to increase some of the cucumbers, the pickles. I think I'm going to go ahead and get some more of those, but I just have something to start out with on my plate. So I eat more of the pickles and greens than the bread. So I have about a half a thing of bread. You can just, like I said, do a salad or something, but it just is what it is. So this is the meal, and then once it came out the oven, I sprinkled it. If you see any yellowness, I sprinkled it with olive oil. And so some extra virgin, really good quality olive oil. And that's my lunch. So just a little lunch idea, you guys. You can just do some pizza dough or flatbread with a side salad, and make sure you put egg on it for like a protein. But I didn't do that today, you guys. But here it is. Yummy. I'm showing you another one of my meals. So this is for my lunch. I'm showing you guys all that stuff has to be put away back there. It's clean. It says be put away. I just used that pan to take out my fish. That's my mom. She sauteed her lunch in there. I took the meat out for dinner. I'm gonna make some type of ramen and pho, or ramen again. Also, I can't wait to show you guys what that's gonna be. But I just got some ground beef, and then I wanted to show you guys my lunch. So I have some fish and sweet potatoes. I then also have a salad with cucumbers, red onions, and pitted cherries. I just went ahead and chopped like 4 or 5 of them. I think it was like 4, and then cut them with the little, took out the seed. I have this homemade maple balsamic dressing I'm going to put on that. And then just a little bit of potato chips in case this isn't really enough, because if you look at it, it doesn't even look like a lot. It looks so big on camera, but trust me, it is not. Some leftover cod I made from last night. And some sweet potatoes, and then some broccoli that I made last night. Like I said, it's barely any. It was so small, but it also had like this salad and potato chips barbecue in case I need a little bit more extra. But yep, that's my little lunch for today. So I'm just trying to show you guys that your lunches, eating healthy doesn't have to be super hard. You can just meal prep some pieces of salmon, put like a lemon vinaigrette that you get from the grocery store that has good ingredients, drizzle that on top of the salmon, add a little bit of fresh herbs, let it bake, and then you can just boil like 6 potatoes. And once they're done, mash them up and peel them, mash them, add your heavy cream or buttermilk or whatever you like to add to your mashed potatoes, and then like get some salad ingredients, get some lettuce, chop it up, rinse it, throw a little bit of cucumber, red onion, and use some of that same lemon vinaigrette that you use on your salmon. Of course, not transferring it from the salmon, but using that lemon vinaigrette and using that salad dressing also for I'm out of breath. Using that salad dressing also for your salad. So you just make sure you get a dressing that sounds like it would be good on salad, and then also get a dressing that sounds like it would be good to season meats as well. So that's what I like to do, but super easy. This took literally, it's super simple to throw together. So really delicious, and just a nice way to have a healthy lunch. I also have my cup of water from earlier that I'm drinking on still, but I stopped drinking it so that way I could actually have space in my stomach to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off that oven, and then tonight is gonna be a ramen. So I'm just trying to give you some meal ideas what we eat. Just to give you some inspiration, tomorrow is fondue night. I have dark chocolate and milk chocolate that we're going to be using to make our fondue creations with. So that was something that was totally my mom's idea. She was saying it forever, and I can't wait to try it. So stay tuned, because there's some really, that's going to be exciting. I don't really know. Sometimes I've been forgetting to record, but I'm trying my best not to forget. So, trying my very best, and we're doing good so far. So that's what I have. I hope you guys get some inspiration, and I'll keep showing you what I make. I made lunch again. I'm showing you guys another what I eat in a day. This is a really delicious one. So I have some pureed pumpkin that has a mixture of chicken broth and mushroom broth and a little bit of coconut milk. Trust me, it tastes good. It's like a savory pumpkin with a little bit of salt and pepper. You can add more spices if you want, like garlic and all that good stuff. An onion. Definitely the onion will help add like a tinge of sweetness, which is sometimes needed. I have some egg whites here. I accidentally got some of the yolk in there, but This is supposed to be all egg whites. And then I have a cucumber red onion salad with a little bit of the greens on the bottom, some red leaf lettuce on the bottom, which is like a perfect bitter lettuce, just to kind of give myself some bitters. And then I also have, like I said, the red onion and the cucumber and this lemony herby vinaigrette that is super good. So here's basically lunch. Super easy and just the perfect, just perfect. So that is what I'm having for lunch. Protein, carb, gentle carb, and veggies. Gotta have the veggies, I'm sorry. Just got to. And then also have my cucumber water as well. And delish. So that is what I'm eating in a day for lunch. Chicken sausage. They're like a Hawaiian sausage. And then also some sauteed roasted red potatoes with...
9 hours ago, was she having another baby?
She is having a baby.
She just had a baby.
No, I think she is having one. She's having one. She's having a boy.
Is this an old?
No, it's still current, so she's still having one.
Oh, right, the newer one.
Right. And guys, these are some sauteed roasted red potatoes with nettle, salt and pepper, and garlic powder. And then also just some spinach. I just sauteed that in duck fat, and then the rest of the seasonings that were in the pan, they season the spinach. And then I have... No, you're good. I just moved over. And then I just have 2 cucumbers, and those are like fermented pickles. Sorry, 2 pickles for ferment. And so that's basically what I'm having. I'm going to go ahead and wash the cutting board, rinse that off. But that's what I'm having. Alright, you guys, just excuse the... Hold on, let me put my thing here. Alright guys, so just excuse any background noise. That is the washer. But I just am going to be making a honey mustard dressing. When they delivered the groceries, the lid broke, so excuse that as well. But yeah, so I'm going to be making a homemade dressing. I have some organic mayo here, Dijon mustard, honey, also some lemon juice I'm going to be throwing into this recipe as well. So it's going to be a homemade honey mustard dressing. And then I have some almonds that are going to go on there, some cranberries, my eggs finished boiling, so some eggs and red onion and tomato, and on top of a kale salad. So it's going to be like a honey mustard kale salad, and that's going to be super delicious. And so I'm going to go ahead and get the kale chopped up and rinsed and get that ready, so the salads will be all ready for the week. And just a super tasty like little thing to have on the side of your lunch or on the side of your dinner.
Guys, you can fry the meat.
I highly suggest you fry them, you guys. Now hold on, let me go ahead and just look. Alright you guys, so I made my honey mustard. And you guys can see, here is the consistency. Oh, it is so amazing. And those little black specks are black pepper. I have my kale right here. I'm just waiting for that to like the water to be absorbed. Again, I have my almonds, my cranberries, tomatoes are cut in the freezer, and the red onion is cut, and I just peeled my hard-boiled eggs and put them in a Ziploc bag. So I will show you guys what the assembled product looks like, but this is a really good kale honey mustard salad, and those cranberries, dry cranberries, really take it up a notch. They are delicious. You can't forget these. Alright guys, so for dinner guys, I'm having this kale salad that I massaged with my homemade, sorry it's just a little bit of a mess, my homemade honey mustard dressing. I massaged the kale with the honey mustard dressing. I topped it with some slivered almonds. I also did some cranberries, red onion, juicy red tomatoes, and then also a hard-boiled egg with a side of oven-baked crispy potatoes seasoned with Italian seasoning, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and paprika. Really enjoying this. So this is going to be dinner for tonight. No meat. We had meat 2 nights in a row. Starting from last night, so this is kind of a break, and so we didn't have meat really. We had some meat for lunch, but for the most part it wasn't a ton of meat, so yeah, we're kind of having a meatless dinner, and this is for dinner tonight. Alright you guys, so I'm gonna move this over to better lighting. So right now I have some broth going in the pot. I literally just bought a box of broth from the market. Healthy broth, of course. Make sure you get one that's healthy. Fill the rest up with water. And then I season that. I put a spoonful of duck fat into it. I also put salt, pepper. I use a really good quality salt and an organic pepper. And then I put in some garlic powder and some Italian seasoning, organic if you can, and locally grown if you can, even better. So right here I have some kale. I also have some green peppers. These little things are some garlic pieces that were already chopped. I bought, you guys, the garlic hasn't been, ooh, hold on. Sorry you guys, I felt something crawling on my leg. Welcome to the South. But anywho, the garlic hasn't been looking good at my grocery store, so I've been just buying some garlic cloves that are already kind of like chopped up, minced in the jars. That's what I have here. I have about 2 teaspoons of garlic. Also some carrots that I just chopped up into these cute little pieces. I had ordered some not pho, but some ramen last night, and like of course like the vegetables are chopped like this. But yep, so I have some onion here. I have some fresh cut kale. I rinsed that and just broke it apart so I could fit it all into the pot. Some carrots, green peppers, onions, garlic, and the kale. Then also have a bag of these egg noodles. I'm not going to use all these egg noodles, it's just too much pasta, but I am going to put some egg noodles into this. Feel free to add some liquid aminos to it, or maybe a little bit of sweetener in it to kind of make like a ramen inspired dish, and put some soft boiled eggs in that broth as well, and that would be delicious. This has no meat. I don't like to do a ton of meat all the time, and sometimes you need a break. I do love my meat, but sometimes it's just like my stomach is like, okay, enough meat. So I'm going to add these vegetables to the pot once that pot starts to boil. So that is what we're having for tonight, and I will show you guys the finished product. Alright you guys, so I am having my bowl of, I couldn't even speak, sorry you guys, it's really late. It's just turned 10 o'clock p.m. It wouldn't normally be this late, but I had to do the dishes before I started to make dinner. But I have my soup. Here's the finished result. I have my good rich chicken. Well, I tried to make it rich, but we'll see. I'm working on perfecting the recipe. Like I said, I had ramen from this local place last night, and the broth was super rich and creamy, and it was just chicken broth. So I'm going to be perfecting my recipe so that way I can make it really delicious. But it has the kale, the carrots, the onions, the garlic, the egg noodles for that protein. Then you got the chicken broth that adds some good minerals and hydration. Then it also adds some healing to the gut. Then we got the kale that has our vitamin K, our fiber. Also the carrots providing that fiber as well, that vitamin C. And then also some onions, which help with the bacteria in your system, and that garlic as well. So look guys, we got the fresh herbs, we have the nettle, the green peppers. Guys, this is loaded with amazingness. So this is a really good nighttime, I won't say nighttime, I wouldn't even eat this late, but it is what it is. God is good. We're going to be having this with a little bit of, if you have some fresh squeezed lemonade, that sounds delicious. So you guys, this is our vegetable soup made with chicken broth, and serve it with a side of really nice freshly squeezed lemonade. Maybe add a little bit of cream to that lemonade to make it like a creamy lemonade. Oh my gosh, super delicious. So let me go ahead and enjoy this, and I hope you guys like tonight's recipe. I'm not showing myself because I look a mess, but bunning my hair and everything. But enjoy this night's meal, and I'll keep showing you guys what I make. Alright you guys, so I'm updating you on dinner. So for dinner, I'm making a ramen. So I have all my broccoli from the grocery store, and then I don't know why I said from the grocery store, but Mom, you turn it down just a little bit. Thank you, Mom. So I bought some kale. I already told you guys that. So I chopped up some kale and some broccoli. Then over here I have my sautés. I call them my sautés. I'm going to saute my onion. Then I'm going to add in some of the chopped garlic, and then I'm going to add in also some of the chopped ginger. Then I'll add in my green peppers and also my mushrooms eventually. These will go on once that broth simmers for a while. I have some this is not traditional ramen, but in a way it'll still be good. I have some mild Italian sausage in the fridge. I'm going to take about 2 of those, chop them up, saute them. You want to use a good about 2 to 3 tablespoons of duck fat or some type of really good animal fat. Even a pork fat will be great in this to really make a good rich broth. The more tips I learn about how to make a really flavorful broth, I will share with you guys. A really rich, creamy ramen broth, I'll share those with you, or you'll have to visit me in my restaurant, who knows. But that's what I'm going to prepare. And then for toppings, I already chopped up my green onion in this bag. Sorry guys, it's just humidity from the moisture. And then I also have some chopped cilantro. I have some seaweed in the cabinet. And then so all I want to do is saute the vegetables, add this in, and then add my noodles and stuff towards the end. But in the sausage, it's going to be really nice creamy broth. I'm looking at ways to really make this flavorful. And then I'm also going to be adding in some soy sauce, aka liquid aminos for us. Tons of aminos for you, for your health, and that'll be delicious. So I'm super excited to make this. Super easy prep. I chopped all my vegetables, very easy. It's not complicated at all. I have my pot for my other soup I made and some broth in here. I'm going to go ahead and strain that broth and keep it and drink it for just save that broth for something. I actually just will put that in like a bag and heat it up for maybe like an afternoon snack. Some broth and the rest of that noodles. Just super easy. It's not even a lot to make a bowl, so I'll save that as a snack. But let me go ahead, you guys, and get all the stuff sauteed and make it. It's super delicious. I love broth, so ramens and miso and all those things in moderation. I don't do too much soy because I feel like it can affect your hormones, but soy in moderation, delish. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys the either through the process or the finished result. Alright you guys, so hold on, pressure's on me. You turn it down just a little bit. Alright you guys, so here is the finished product. I completely forgot to take a picture, but I have my egg here. I have my sausage, and then also my broccoli, my kale. I want to add a little bit more liquid aminos, but guys, it is really... Yes. You want salt? You want salt or liquid aminos? Salt. Okay guys, so I'm gonna give my mom some salt, and then I have my peppers and all that good stuff in here. So really good, and I'm gonna continue to perfect my broth so it can taste really like Asian-y, ramen-y.
It might be miso.
Right, so I gotta get some other things to put in here, but really good soup. I have my fork and my spoon in the bowl. Fork for the noodles, spoon for the broth. Delish. Alright guys, enjoy. Alright you guys, so here is my second meal, not my second meal, my dinner for one of the days. So here we have some of this, they sell this chicken that is kind of like, they sell it with like the sauce pack. It's already cooked. You just have to break up the chicken apart and saute it. It's a healthy brand. And the chicken, I mean, it's not 100% healthy, but it's not like something that's like really bad for you. I don't play that. But this is what I have here, and I sauteed the chicken with the sauce that came in and everything. But I sauteed some onions, some garlic, some pepper, 2 different types of pepper, green and red, and then I also added in a can of green beans. Now these are from Walmart. These are organic green beans from Walmart. And so I added some of that to it. I added a little bit of chicken stock with excellent ingredients, and then also some coconut milk with excellent ingredients, no additives added. And then I also have, normally for my side, I pair this with like a rice, or I pair this with like because I'm trying to stay away from like the heavier carbs, not because I'm trying to lose weight or anything, but because just to make it more healthy for my body, in the sense of like easy on my digestive system. White rice is easy for, like, white rice is just as good. I'm not saying it's a bad food, white rice. I'm saying that sometimes you need to just do lighter carbs, but carbs are important. So I'm still doing a carb, it's just in the form of pumpkin. But I do want to say I was actually going to make rice, but we don't really have any. So I went on that whole spiel, but then I just remembered actually I was going to make rice, but we didn't have any, so I just used some canned pumpkin. And you guys know I don't normally do cans, but this is what I had in the pantry. It's kind of hard to find some things local, and so in our situation at this moment, so I just have some canned pumpkin, and in the pumpkin I added just a little bit of maple syrup to sweeten it up with this savory kind of dish. And then we have also some coconut milk added to the pumpkin as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up. You just put the pumpkin on the bottom, and then you add on top your creamy delicious chicken sauce. So that's what I want to do for dinner tonight. So this is a simple dinner. You got your veggie and you also have your pumpkin. So really delicious and healthy. Protein is included, fat is included. You will be set. If you think this is not going to be filling because it doesn't have like a potato in it or rice, think again. This is really delicious. Everybody's body is different, so if you still feel like it's not filling, then maybe add like a rice or something to it. So enjoy, you guys. Well, inspiration instead. So here's what I made. I have some basically this teriyaki chicken. Well, not teriyaki chicken, it's a lemongrass barbecue Vietnamese chicken. I also made some fresh broccoli, salt, and I boiled it and then strained the water out, tossed it in a little bit of duck fat. You can do butter if you can eat dairy, but the duck fat, and then also some salt and pepper. Then for this, I kind of made, because this is a savory lemongrass barbecue chicken, what I did was what did I put? Coconut milk, maple syrup, and chicken broth, and I kind of edged a little bit more on the maple syrup since this is a savory lemongrass barbecue. I did more maple syrup. For the pumpkin, pumpkin is a nice starch. It's a nice carb and starch, so it's really good for you. It's just still on the lighter end, which is fine because I had some potatoes for lunch. I wanted to kind of make it a little bit lighter for dinner. This chicken, I'm telling you guys, people think this took a long time and didn't. All I did was boil broccoli, just in like a small saucepan, heat up a can of pumpkin, and then added what I told you I added. And then for this, I always get sauces. Key thing, if I don't make the homemade sauces myself, make like a chimichurri sauce or any type of sauce that I kind of make, I always buy really good ones from the store, and I'm telling you, they make cooking so much more easier and so much more flavorful. So all I did was just I took some chicken tenders and the fresh ones, the raw ones. I chopped them up with my meat cutting scissors, tossed them in some seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic powder, ginger puree, garlic cloves, herbs, some nettle, and basically like some like Chinese, Japanese style of like seasonings, like, you know, ginger and garlic. Then I just tossed them with the salt and pepper, if I didn't mention that already. Sauteed them, and a little bit of paprika as well. Sauteed them until they were kind of almost done cooking. Then I added the sauce and let it finish cooking with it. So I'm telling you, sauces will up your cooking game, and if you get the healthy ones, they can also up the nutrition like very high. So this is just a simple dinner. 3 things. We got the veggie, the fiber, the chicken, the protein, the carb, starch, and so we are looking delicious for dinner, and I'm super grateful. So yep, thank you guys.